Hey there everyone, this is Life Rick. Welcome back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 3. Today we are going to pick up the new mission at the bar and maybe, just maybe, give fighting Ant Agony a chance. Accept this mission, locate the teleporter. Find the teleportation device at the end of the forced item, because if it was any earlier it'd be way too easy. And find it before the denizens of the Deep City do, which of course they are going to do first. They have a robot of mass destruction. You ready? Then let's not waste any more time. I'll go fetch the princess. You're welcome. You should. I'd like to find it too. That is probably what the fifth stratum is called. Good. Then what? I'd be concerned too, but I'm not worried about it. Alright. It's your castle. I understand, though I will not have to face anyone from the Deep City. It is within my power to accomplish this. I understand that you have no skill unless you are the final boss, so, you know, wish-wash. Can return safely. Must be sick of hearing this by now, but there's not much I am able to do. No one knows what lurks in the shrine's shrine's depths. You'd best be on your toes. And remember the secondary mission objective. Come back safely. Understood? Understood. Very simple things to understand. Unfortunately for me, a blackout happened, so the first 2.5 minutes of that episode is probably going to be reworked quite a bit. I should be able to do the rest of this video just fine. Basically what happened, the short 20-second version of it is blackout happened, salvaged what I could, couldn't get game sounds back, scrapped most of the episode. I couldn't scrap the bit with the senatus because I had saved the game after I did that, and I didn't want to go through the tedium of exploring a bit of the 14th floor again, because that was when my last state is, so that's all there is to it. So here I am. We're going to go ahead and do the Ant Agony and Evolve's Hobby quest today. Unfortunately, of course, because I had to scrap that stuff, I'm going to have to do it again, but that's fine. Let's take the Ant Agony quest. Yes, I'm taking on this request. Nice. And they died. Great. Alright. Client is Ricky, survivor of the attack. Their request is for revenge. So there's a secret passage near the fruit tree on the B9th floor. So the attack happened so fast he barely remembers what happened. Well, be ready to make up your minds. Are you ready for this or not? It's a really hard quest. But no, we'll do it. I'm already prepared. Obviously, I made preparations in the middle of the blackout recording, as I'll refer to it hereafter. During the blackout recording, I farmed for amritas and stuff, and you know, so we're set for the fight. Don't worry about that, Missy. Evolve's Hobby 1. I've indulged in every possible. Yeah, we've already accepted this quest before. It's just that we've held off on it. Ant Agony is a good time to take it on as well. And we've already heard the rules, so get out of my face, I don't want to hear the rules. Nice, alright. We have the annnnnnd. We have an annnnd thread, right? No, we don't. Well, I have to go find one. Okay, so we're going to need a Hellfire for this fight, as well as this annnnd thread. So we're going to custom limit, get the Hellfire in here. Apparently everything is... Oh yeah, because I used the farm team. Yeah. Obviously I have to put everything back in. I believe Charge Tactic helps magic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this helps magic, so here's what we're doing. Doing that, doing Hellfire. and give Winona second wind, I guess. Nothing else really to get here. Alright, with that done, we go on down into the 3rd stratum, and we get this started. It's gonna give us the prompt for the B9th floor quest. We're not really super worried about it. Yes, if we leave, we're disqualified. I'm here to save the game, so, you know, not worried about it. Alright, let's make our way to the nest. It's going to be over here. I'm gonna see you guys over there. Alright, once you make it over here, you're going to find blood on a wall, and an outcropping, and you can go through this passage, and you're going to end up in a new area on the B9th floor that contains... There's no events in here except for the Wicked Queen herself, so we'll worry about that when we get to her. Yes, we'll make it through to the other side in a big expansive cave. We're going to beeline for the boss because we want to use as little TP as possible before the boss. Just kind of makes sense. That's alright with me. I had during the Blackout recording mapped the entirety of this area, so, you know, amongst getting I got the conditional drop through formaldehyde on the Wicked Queen, and I mapped out this entire area, and that's all gone, so, you know what, yeah. I'm not that mad about it, but it's a little upsetting when a lot of hard work goes down the toilet and you have to do it again. In this little area, there's going to be lots of large sets, like 6-5 enemies. This makes the Evil's request very easy, because you can just come in here and sweep 6 and 5 enemies at a time, and get your points extremely quickly. You need 250 points in order to beat the guys, but you have like an entire day to do it, so it's very easy. You just bring a few Amritas, Epic Charge, Binary Fire, all the things, and you win. Basically, you win. But we're not really here to do Evil's request, we're here to get the Agony quest out of the way. So we're just going to burninate all the ants and just move on forward. Now, some of you, some of you probably have already recognized these ants from Etrian Odyssey 1, because they appear in the 3rd stratum of Etrian Odyssey 1, just the same as they appear in this 3rd stratum in Etrian Odyssey 3. Well, the Wicked Queen of Agony is also a throwback enemy to Etrian Odyssey 1, and is also a boss that appears in the middle of the 3rd stratum. However, unlike Etrian Odyssey 1, you are not forced to fight her. However, because you're not forced to fight her, they made her more difficult, so I do not recommend doing Agony the moment it shows up. The best time to do Agony is about halfway through the 4th stratum for most people, which is when I'm doing it. So you do that and you have this quest down. It's going to mostly be a battle of attrition. If you use Guard Protect like I do, it's a battle of attrition. If you don't use Guard Protect, then you kind of have to you have to manage your TP pretty wisely, otherwise the fight's going to last a while. So we're going to do a little bit of a sketchy mapping through here. We're just going to kind of rush towards the Wicked Queen's nest. We're not really going without much adherence to the obstacles in our path, really. I believe there's also there's an indent here, just to keep the map interesting, not really for any other reason. Yeah, that's right. Goes up to the door, and this will take you directly to the fight. It won't take you into the fight, it will take you right next to the fight. So if you have any last minute prep, do it now. In this case, make sure Zara's in the top of her game. We go in. We eventually reach a gigantic open area within the cavern. Massive, grotesque monsters perched arrogantly in the center of the hall. Huge insect turns emotionless, inhuman eyes towards you. No mistake, this is the master of the nest that wiped out Ricky's guild. There's no time to lose, you must set your mind to defeating this threat. 8 minutes in, and we're basically finally fighting the Wicked Queen, which is the entire thing of this episode, except for that opening bit. I think we're ready. This fight is really just attrition, and trust me, I'll start cutting away once things start becoming arduous, but here we go. Meet the Wicked Queen. The Wicked Queen summons 2 types of minions. One's called the Servant, one's called the Pomona Taker. We've already fought the Pomona Taker, but anyways, she has interactions with each. If she grabs a Servant, she'll hit everybody. If she grabs a Pomona Taker, she'll hit one person really hard. She has her own attack called the Empress Hammer, which is a multi-hit attack. that smashes multiple people. It has the potential of really wrecking somebody. And other than that, though, she's mostly harmless, I'm going to say. The strats for this fight is, if you're high enough level, you can ignore the servants, as no matter how she throws them, she's not going to kill anyone. If that's the case, you don't worry about killing the servants. However, if throwing one of the servants or the Permanent Taker would kill a team member, you're going to need to constantly have a way to constantly deal with the ants. Which is definitely possible and is something I've had to do before. For this fight, we're not going to use Winona as anything other than an Amrita supplier, so she's just going to start zapping at the Wicked Queen right away. Strats for each character is basically guard protect every turn and win the game. We guard protect the back first because Zera, and this is for future fights as well, is because when Zerabution's fast enough, so since Zerabution's at the beginning of the turn, you guard protect the Zeras and basically they're back at full health again. Then you can worry about doing the front row after these guys pop up. We are not concerned with these little tiny puny attendants. We are concerned about this queen, so we're going to set up the charge tactic. And we're going to go ahead and launch the Hellfire as a charge combo, which runs runs against what I said, but the Hellfire as a charge combo does so much damage, it's foolish not to do it, and we're going to set up Ethic Charge here. And basically the strats for this fight is Zera's are going to constantly Ethic Charge Firestar, the Wicked Queen, until she dies. There you go, that's the strats. I've ruined everything. We're going to use Formaldehyde in order to get the conditional drop as well. Another thing, the Permanent Takers have an evasion reduction and the ants have a defense raise. Rip. Wow. Yes, charge tactic does enhance magical damage, so that's good. Glad I brought it along. This one will go a little bit faster because I'm using charge tactic, but now basically we guard protect both rows. We continue guard protecting both rows. We should have just enough TP on Gendra and Kira to last the entire fight. Katrina's going to be using Eagle Eye every once in a while. This is to make sure the Wicked Queen has her defense down, because we want her defense down, because so that when we have to rush her down, she doesn't have it. Actually, I'm pretty sure you are the one that used Ethic Charge last turn, so use Ethic Charge this turn. You don't need to do anything, you use Firestar. At this point, we just don't really care about the attendants. We're just going to continue on our fairy way. Guard protect the front. I'm going to use Eagle Eye to ensure our debuff stands. Launch the Firestar, attack, Ethic Charge. And this is basically repeats. Every once in a while I'm going to throw in Amritas at the Zera's faces, but that's basically the fight. I know, kinda lame, but yeah, this is what throwing an attendant does. Just a massive party attack. She does damage the ants, but it's usually insignificant. I'm not going to say it's completely insignificant, but it's usually insignificant. As we can just do that again, and basically it's back to square one with her. I'm going to go ahead and start Amrita spamming. And this will slowly but surely get to that point where we kill her, so for a more exciting, intense fight, watch my original encounter with the Empress Queen with my previous in my previous playthrough. I'll go ahead and link that to that. I still really like that episode. I'll link you back to the old Antagony, because I do think it's much more interesting how I approached it in that fight than with this one. Because basically, this one I'm just, you know, sitting here pressing the same buttons over and over again. This is the point where I jump cut away until she's low on health. Alright, final turn, I think. I think she needs a little bit more weakening. That's what I'll do. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to weaken her a little bit more. That should weaken her just a little bit more. I'm going to actually use Ethic Charge twice in a row, but whatever. I want to make sure this is a kill. Is basically what I'm doing. So I'm just reducing her a little bit more. So instead of using Epic Charge Fire Start Spam, okay, I'm pretty sure that's close enough. So here's what we do. Attack, attack. Katrina is the fastest member in the party, so what we do is we use the formaldehyde with her so that everything that follows up is going to kill everything. We're going to use one binary fire and one fire star. The binary fire is to wipe out the Pomni Takers, and the fire is to wipe out the queen herself. Let's see if this works. Yep, it worked. Rip in pieces. Execution Claw, Execution Jaw. Did it twice in a row. Sweet. During the other recording, well, the Blackout recording, I'd also successfully done formaldehyde, but it turns out it's not that difficult at the time, formaldehyde. You just need to use your better judgment. Monster collapses with a blood-curdling shriek as your final blow strikes home. You have succeeded in besting this monster. Set one foot in the monster's corpse and offer a prayer to those who fell. The mission to revenge has been completed. Return to your bar to report your deeds. Later. We're doing pretty well. Well, this bar maybe a little bit extra TP for Zero wouldn't hurt. I'm going to go on the assumption I won't get a Blackout twice in a row, so let's just take our time and properly map out the rest of this. As I mentioned just a bit earlier before I did the jump cut for the Wicked Queen, if you... the fight is more, I think, is more fun when I don't have to, when I can resort to not using the same tactic to beat her. What I might do is, at the end of the episode, I'm going to have a little segment of things that happened in the original playthrough, even though you don't get too much out of it, really, because, you know, game sounds. But moments I thought were funny nonetheless about the previous recording. I did feel like the previous recording went pretty well, so I'm going to share with you a few of my favorite moments of that at the end of the episode. Just going to patent that off to the end, though. Something I think you should stick around for. Mapping the rest of this area isn't too difficult. There's a reasonably high encounter rate in this part of the labyrinth, which is actually nice because it's allowing me to get this other quest done pretty easily. Running into sets of, as I said, like 5 or 6 at a time is especially useful for this request. We're going to do the Mass Defend Etric Charge Hellfire, Etric Charge Binary Fire Strats, because that's worked for us so far. Trina is the only one who's at risk of dying, really. Confirm that you have felled this beast before making a full tally of your kills. Seems that you've earned 30 points. Minimum amount. Yay! Minimum amount. That's what we're going with, because I'm way too lazy to do the rest of that quest. So, there you go. And that is the entirety of this western segment. We never have to come here again, because we got the conditional drop. So we're just going to go ahead and Irani thread out of here. Apparently I already did have one. And we're not going to get any noticeable places in here, because we needed at least 100 points, and we only got 30, blah blah blah. I'm going to go over to the Butterfly Bistro and turn this stuff in. Anti-Agony for 3 Vigor books, and Metapon. We only really needed 1 Metapon anyway, we didn't really need a lot. Thank you for welcoming me back. You didn't need to worry. Yes, she was. Vigor book times 3. Nice. You know where all these Vigor books are going? All of them, by the way? Not. No. Yeah. Definitely. Yep. No, yep. 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 No regrets. No regrets. Alright. Oh, and we have to do Evol's request as well. get a Metapon off of this. I really could care less about what he thinks. Yep, no he didn't. Here, the guard gave me more money than the rewards totaled up, just take it. Metapon. Alright. Go in here, save the game. This last little bit of segments you're about to see are some of the moments I particularly liked about the Blackout episode. This has been Maverick. As always, I thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you guys later. Yes. Reach the start of the B9th floor while the monster hunting contest is taking. Ah! I forgot! Oops. We're resetting. Yeah. Well, I say resetting, but yeah. Reset. There were a few problems with that fight that I failed to recognize. But, yeah. This is just going to be in the fail reel, because basically I did not bring enough Amritas to last the entire fight, and I found a better strat, so hold on to your hats, guys. Hold on to your hats. Here's hoping. Firestar, not dead. Firestar, not dead. Dead. And hooray! We never have to fight her again. Execution Claw, Execution Jaw. Sweet! Yeah, there's a little pocket over here as well. As it turns out, I am not the best mapper. And if you guess that this just loops around back to the start without having any damage tiles on it, you win a prize. Congratulations. Alright, that's the entire area. Oh boy, 2K Development, so threatening. I could, but I really just don't care. Radney Thread out. All the guilds have made it alive, yay!